They say that history repeats itself, and that's certainly true of the transportation revolution unfolding in the San Gabriel Valley, with the nearly $1 billion Gold Line Foothill Extension from Pasadena to Azusa. Many consider electric rail the future of transportation, but the region actually had it more than a century ago. From the early to mid-1900s, SoCal was abuzz with electric rail service. Let's take a brief look at our past to see where the future is taking us. Before the car culture of Los Angeles consumed the landscape, the area was blanketed by a webwork of rails stretching from the mountains to the sea. It was the Pacific Electric Railway. From 1901 to 1961, the Pacific Electric, otherwise known as the Red Car, provided an inexpensive and classy way for residents, shoppers, and businessmen to get where they needed to go. The interurban system was founded by railroad and real estate tycoon Henry Huntington, whose uncle Collis Huntington developed the Southern Pacific Railroad. At its height, the PE stretched on 1,100 miles of electrified rail. Overhead, a webwork of power lines hung like spider silk. Trains originated in Los Angeles at 6th Street and Main, and traveled as far east as Mount Baldy, as far south as Newport Beach, and as high as Echo Mountain in the San Gabriel Mountains. When the Red Car came into existence, downtown LA was experiencing tremendous real estate growth, some of it at the hands of Huntington. Now, the Red Car was considered a loss leader. It wasn't very profitable, but the Red Car's investors made money by supplying electricity to new communities and acquired tremendous land holdings from groups who wanted to get the PE and electricity to their towns. Glendora officially became part of the Red Car in December of 1907, when the pre-existing line built in 1902 was extended eastward from Azusa. The Red Car also ran freight and mail service, with freight being a more profitable venture than moving passengers. The Monrovia-Glendora line was the 9th most important freight operation out of the entire system. The Monrovia-Glendora line was also famous because of the old and new Santa Anita racetracks, which the PE heavily served, moving hordes of racing fans to and from the great race place. The Monrovia-Glendora line was also famous for the Great Bridge, also known as the Puente Largo Bridge, which spans the San Gabriel River. The reinforced concrete structure measures over 1,000 feet long, quite a feat for its day. The bridge is now used as a gateway to the San Gabriel River bike path. Past the bridge in Duarte, the Red Car did some street running along 9th Street in Azusa. In Glendora, the Red Car route continued eastbound just north of the former Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad. Behind where Vaughn's now stands, along Mountain View Avenue, and through what is now the Plaza in downtown Glendora, eventually terminating where Finkbeiner Park now sits. Prior to World War II, PE officials actually favored abandoning the line because of declining patronage east of Monrovia, but gas rationing during the war kept the line moving. Southern Pacific Railroad, which took ownership of the red car only a few years after Huntington created it, eliminated the PE in favor of expanding freight service. Coupled with the increasing interest in automobiles, the Pacific Electric stopped running altogether in April 1961. The PE's sister trolley system, the Los Angeles Railway Yellow Car, ran on the streets of LA until 1963. Metropolitan coach lines, an early incarnation of what would become the MTA bus system, took the place of the trolleys. Looking at Glendora today, it's hard to tell where the red car used to run. A bronze plaque adorning the plaza is a gentle reminder of the red car's place in Glendora's history. Some of the old Pacific Electric right-of-way has found a new use by being converted to bike paths and walking trails, courtesy of organizations such as the Rails to Trails Conservancy, of which the Doherty Bike Trail is a part of. After the rails were torn up between LA and Arcadia, a new connecting spur line was built to Azusa, branching off from the red car's former San Bernardino line. The right-of-way is now used by Metrolink. That spur line, dubbed the Azusa branch in 1917, is still used by Union Pacific Railroad. A small portion of the Azusa branch sits decaying at the end of the spur. The old rail still has the Carnegie 1906 branding stamped to it, a small reminder of a storied past. Looking at the years ahead, metro authorities and community leaders continue plans that will take the Gold Line eastward through Glendora to Montclair. While the next phase of the extension is without funding, a sales tax measure is being proposed for the November 2016 ballot. What is the future of electric rail in Glendora? Only time will tell.